I tell you what, a lot of people are counting out Petr Yan, and I feel like they're making a mistake. This guy, supposedly, he had a broke hand in their first match, and when you watch them fight, it kind of does look like he has a broke hand. He's not winging it with full power.
I think Peter's gonna do it too, dude.
Damn, he's probably such a massive underdog right now. I still don't know odds, like I still just can't figure it out. I know it's like if it's minus whatever 100, 400, put $2 down, get 80 cents. So it's like whatever. I mean,
Merab Dvalishvili is about to make history at UFC 323, but the shocking truth is this: whether he wins or loses, this fight will explode into the most chaotic rematch of his career, and you're about to see exactly why. Merab is chasing a 4th title defense in a single year, a record that would turn his belt into a weaponized legacy, but MMA pros are already sounding the alarm because Petr Yan is not walking into that cage for a fight, he's walking in for vengeance. And before you blink, stay locked in, because in exactly 60 seconds, I'll reveal the moment Merab admitted he might lose everything if he slips for even 1 second.
Merab with the victory and the finish over Petr Yan. I'm gonna have to put you pound for pound, bro. The best fighter, because nobody's taking those chances. Yeah, you can knock somebody out if you're only doing it twice a damn year. You do it.
Hold on, Henry.
Merab knows this war won't be easy because the last time he beat Petr Yan, Yan didn't give him an ounce of respect, didn't give him credit, and didn't give him fear. Merab says Yan expected an easy win the first time, and when he learned the hard way that Merab wasn't built like the others, his pride took the hit, not his chin. But now Yan walks into the rematch with full knowledge of Merab's weapons, and Merab knows that a prepared Petr Yan is a different kind of monster. And don't go anywhere, because in the next segment we're diving into the psychological trick Merab uses to survive champions fatigue.
Yeah, Petr Yan is really tough opponent and top guy for me, for sure. So I always knew that. Even I beat him in the first fight. He don't give me much respect. He was thinking he will like just beat me easy, and then I'm sure he was surprised first time, but now he knows how good I am, and he will be well prepared.
Merab expects Yan to come into the rematch like a man fighting for oxygen, and that means Merab has to stay locked in at a level that most fighters burn out trying to reach. He admits the mind game is harder this time because beating a man once is fuel, but beating that same man twice requires obsession, paranoia, and the underdog mentality of someone who has nothing to lose. He knows Yan will come harder, faster, nastier, because men who've tasted defeat from the same hands don't walk into the rematch hoping to win. They walk in determined to destroy. Merab says staying in that mindset is brutal, but he's praying he can hold it together.
You know, I'm sure he will come strong, and then so me, I have to be also focusing. I know it's hard to focus when you beat your opponent first time. Second time, it's hard to like motivation because I'm a winner, but this guy lose against me, and now he will have a more motivation. And so me, I have to keep a same mindset, like say I think underdog mindset, you know. Even I'm champion, I have to keep an underdog mindset because I know he's gonna come hard, he's gonna change his like style fights, and yeah, I have to be just I'm talking now, but it's hard to do when in the training or in the fight, or I hope I will do it. But you know, it's a new fight and a new date, and we never know.
Then Petr Yan steps in and detonates a bomb of his own, declaring he will finish Merab early. No decisions, no debates, no questions, just lights out. He wants an early knockout because it erases all arguments and buries all excuses, and he believes he has every weapon he needs to rip that belt right back out of Merab's hands. Yan says revenge isn't optional, it's inevitable, and the belt is simply the trophy he takes home after settling the score. And don't blink, because in about 30 seconds I'll reveal the political pressure Merab says makes this fight unlike anything else he's ever experienced.
That you did say, I can lose to anybody, but I cannot lose to Petr Yan. Do you still feel that same way? Merab is the machine.
Yeah, definitely. First time was different because it was a couple of reasons. You know, he was bullied to us, like for me, for Aljo, and he was disrespecting us and stuff like this. And you know, like he's from Russia, I'm from Georgia, and in politics, you know, I don't like Russian politics. You know, I don't have. I mean, everywhere is good people, bad people, but like I don't like Russian politics, you know. And then, you know, every time we have a competition against Russians, we have to win, you know. We have to, because
Merab drops a geopolitical earthquake by admitting he cannot lose to a Russian. Not now, not ever, and not because of MMA, because of history, pride, and pain. He explains that Russian fighters have disrespected and bullied him in the past, and that while he knows good people exist everywhere, he opposes Russian politics so fiercely that these matchups become personal wars. Every time he faces a Russian, he carries a weight on his back that no training camp can simulate, and he knows one mistake could collapse everything.
one punch and one little mistake can change anything, especially against Petr Yan. He's a dangerous opponent. I'm just gonna train hard. I will be ready for worst. I believe I can make it look easy. Hopefully he's a better person now. It's gonna be a good fight. He's a former champion.
Still, Merab respects Yan's danger and says one punch can change the entire fight, the entire year, and the entire legacy. He is training for the worst case scenario and preparing to make the brutal look effortless, even though he knows Yan is a better man now and a seasoned former champion hungry for redemption.
He's got to get off to a fast start. He can't afford to go 1 round down. Yeah, it's a 5-round fight, and Yan certainly has a 5-round style, so that will help him in this matchup. But often, even in those 3 fights that he did win, he finds his groove in fights. He takes his time. He's not exactly fast out of the gate. You might call that a championship style because he's used to doing 5 rounds. In the 3-round fights that he had, he was able to get away with it. And yeah, this is a 5-round, but even still, you don't want to give Merab that mental advantage, because we saw against Corey Sandhagen, we saw against Sean O'Malley. As soon as he feels that he's in control, then he just starts to run away with it and starts quite literally making fun of his opponents and kissing them and waving at Dana and talking and all kinds of stuff. You don't want to let Merab, who is flying high with confidence, stacking up title defenses like crazy, you don't want to let him get an early mental advantage.
Michael Bisping breaks down the blueprint and warns that if Yan starts slow, this rematch will become a funeral procession. He says Yan must hit the gas early because Merab thrives on momentum, and once Merab feels control, he suffocates opponents mentally and physically until the fight becomes a slow drowning. Bisping believes the first round could decide the entire fight, and missing that moment could doom Yan before he even wakes up.
God, Merab is so confident right now. It's his 4th title fight this year, which I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing. I would lean more towards that being a negative than a positive as far as like all around how your body feels. But again, Merab's built different. He really is. He doesn't eat super clean. He doesn't get to the gym and stretch or warm up. He's just built different. So who knows if his body's hurting or broke down, or if he's just running off straight. Georgian rice.
Sean O'Malley jumps in and points out something nobody wants to admit. Merab is fighting his 4th title fight this year, a schedule that would annihilate most fighters, but not him. O'Malley describes Merab as freakishly durable, not obsessed with diet or training rules, just naturally built for war and powered by chaos.
Ilya number 1 for sure. Islam, he should be number 2 and number 3. I'm fine with number 3. First I have to win, and after even in 3 I'm fine. I'll be good with the 4 wins this year. I'm good. I don't ask much.
Don't rub it in, Merab. Don't rub it in. I'm still salty.
Merab then drops his pound-for-pound list like he's reading from scripture. Topuria at number 1, Islam at number 2, and himself at number 3. He says 4 fights this year earn him that spot, and he's coming for more.
This is how I feel. I 100%. I put Merab. Remember how my pound-for-pound list was? Merab 1. It was Ilya 1, Merab 2. A very close 2, and then you've got Islam, and then you've got Alex Pereira. That's where I have that my top 2, and the reason I have Ilya is Ilya, not only did he stop 2 GOATs of the division back to back, stopped them. He said he was going to stop them. He stopped them, then said, I'm done with this division, left the belt, went up and stopped one of the potential GOATs in that division. And so that's the only reason I have Ilya there.
Kamaru Usman co-signs the chaos with his own list, placing Topuria first, Merab second, and Islam third. Usman says Topuria's domination of legends and his success in multiple divisions make him undeniable, and that Merab's run is impossible to ignore.
From last fight with Petr, Merab become much better. Last fight with Corey Sanhagen show it wrestle all night, and it's a very big trouble for Petr. He don't have good defense, but he have good arms. He can do TKO, but if it's not gonna be TKO, I think Merab gonna maul him.
Umar Nurmagomedov steps forward and claims Merab will dominate Yan again because the improvements he saw in the Corey Sandhagen fight were terrifying. He says Yan's defense is full of holes, that Merab's pressure is a hurricane, and that if Yan hasn't fixed those weaknesses, the rematch will end in disaster.
Pretty much, let's just call it a spade that you don't like.
Yeah, number one thing, he wasn't respect me, and he called me fake champion, and he was, I don't know, he was tweeting or maybe his assistant on whatever it is. I know he wasn't Ali. I know because Ali reached me out and I talked Ali and he wasn't like helping him tweet. I know, I kind of know who was helping him tweeting, but what kind of man you are when somebody tweeting for you? And so yeah, I don't speak good English and I can, like I can speak, maybe we can understand each other, but when I go Twitter, I make sure I ask my assistant or somebody like maybe my friend to like translate this and then make sure, but it's always my words, maybe help me to translate, but it's always me.
But Merab fires back at Umar with pure fury, saying he felt deeply disrespected when Umar called him a fake champion. He mocks Umar for needing someone else to tweet trash talk for him and says that everything he posts is authentically his, even if he gets help translating to avoid being misunderstood. To Merab, a champion must speak with his own voice, not someone else's fingers.
I will never let my manager or my friend or my brother to tweet for me to say words it's not even mine, So that was like a lot of disrespectful words from him, from the Twitter. And also he did call me fake champion. And then, so what I was mad about most, he don't respect me as a champion, yeah, it's a fight, we may lose, he was supposed to maybe beat, one punch can change everything, but I earned it, I earned it to get there, I was champion and he should respect me because you don't want to beat somebody disrespect, if you fighting for champion and then you beat champion, you don't want to beat somebody stupid, you should give champion respect, that's why I was most mad about him.
Merab doubles down and says he will never let someone else handle his social media because being a champion means owning everything you say. He says Umar calling him a fake champion is disrespect without evidence, and if Umar wants to prove otherwise, he can step into the cage instead of hiding behind tweets.
The last fight happened like I broke hand and something go not like how I expect, right? And even with broke hand, I fought very well. It was a close fight. And my mistake in the last fight was, I think, last 2 minutes in the last 2 rounds. Like, I give it to him takedowns. It was a mistake. Because of that, I think the judges give it. But the next time, it's gonna be a very different fight. No, it's gonna be not same, even not close to same.
Umar then reflects on his loss to Merab and admits he fought with a broken hand, but the fight was close and the final minute mistakes cost him dearly. He promises the next time will be different, the performance will be sharper, and the result will be brutal.
Umar did this. Listen, this was, you broke an 18-0, was it 18-0 streak?
No.
By losing that last one? You broke that streak. So, listen, he needed to get this monkey off his back. You know that when you lose, it's like, yo, I got that funk on me. I got that thing on me. I gotta get this funk out. And you don't know how to get it off. So my man, listen, first and foremost, big shout out to Umar Nurmagomedov for staying poised, staying disciplined all through the week, staying confident in himself and his abilities, going in there, because it's big shadows that you have to fill here, because you were the first one to drop one. You can't go in there and drop 2. Be the first one to drop 2 in a row. My man came up, he rose to the occasion, and he fought a game Bautista. Listen, I've been telling y'all, put some respect on this man's name, young man's name.
Kamaru Usman praises Umar for how he handled his first ever loss, saying he stayed composed under the crushing weight of a legendary family name. Usman says Umar refused to let his unbeaten streak breaking turn into a mental collapse, proving he is built for championship pressure.
When are you going to go up to a whole nother weight division and cement yourself as one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time?
Yeah. When it will be right time, I will go, no problem. But I think right now I should be focused, and I am focused on my weight class. Especially I have a now fight against Petr Yan. After, I want to fight in March. Whoever will be ready for March, I will fight. And I hope I will get this White House fight. And so after, we'll see. We'll see how the 145 division will be.
Merab then shifts gears and reveals he plans to stay focused on his division for now, especially with the Yan rematch looming, but the featherweight move is still in the distance. He wants to fight in March, preferably on the White House card, and after that he'll evaluate whether 145 is calling his name.
If UFC asks me to do it, I will do it. But like I mentioned before many times, I have so much respect for Volkanovski, and I know he's top challenge. And as a fighter, as a person, as a father, I have so much respect for him. And I want to focus for my weight class for now. Right now, I don't want to talk too much head off, So because it's a fight business, and
right.
He adds that he respects Volkanovski too much to ever fight him, saying the man is a warrior, a gentleman, and someone he will never see as an opponent. For now, Merab stays laser focused on conquering his own division before thinking about anything else.
It's really undebatable. This guy is the greatest bantamweight of all time, easily, and he's taking on Petr Yan. Petr Yan is a freak. This guy is on a 3-fight win streak against very tough opponent. He beat Yang Dadong, Song Yadong. He beat Davison Figueiredo, former 125 champion, and then Marcus McGee, who is an absolute stud. He's taking on Merab. Now Merab, I'm pretty sure, shot on him 49 times, which is absolutely unheard of. Merab Dvalishvili, his win streak is insane. Everybody knows it. Corey, Shane, Umar, Shane, Henry Cejudo, Petr Yan, Jose Aldo, and this guy's a real problem.
I'm good where I'm at, and so number one, I have so much respect and love for Alexander Volkanovski, and I cannot never challenge him. He's great. As a person, as a fighter, as a father, and second, I have a tough opponent like Petr Yan, and after I'm sure UFC will have some opponents for me, and I want to focus for my weight class. And if UFC asks me, or if you really comes think that if I really don't have a really top opponent in my weight class, and if I really beat everyone, and then maybe I go up, but I still don't want to say that I want to fight Alexander Volkanovski, but I would like to take some super fights, maybe up weight class or something like that. I can take some more challenges.
Tim Welch calls Merab the greatest bantamweight of all time, saying his win streak and list of conquered legends make the argument undeniable. He highlights victories over Yan, Sandhagen, Umar, Cejudo, and Aldo, calling Merab a living storm inside the octagon.
I tell you what, a lot of people are counting out Petr Yan, and I feel like they're making a mistake. This guy, supposedly, he had a broke hand in their first match, and when you watch them fight, it kind of does look like he has a broken hand. He's not winging it with full power. Now, Merab is hungry for a knockout. He's hungry for a knockout. He's hungry for a TKO, and that is where I think Petr Yan has the opportunity to crack Merab when Merab is swinging. You saw it against Corey Sandhagen when he really started to flurry against Corey Sandhagen. That chin is floating. That chin is floating, and Petr Yan is a master of boxing with little 4-ounce gloves. Anything can happen.
But Welch warns the world, do not sleep on Petr Yan. He reminds everyone that Yan may have been handicapped by a hand injury in their first fight, and when Merab went wild swinging for a finish against Sandhagen, his chin was practically begging to be hit. If Yan catches that opening with small glove precision, the rematch could flip upside down instantly.
With a one-of-a-kind fighter, a real freak of nature. I don't know if the UFC's ever really seen a guy like this. Name another guy who's shot 49 times in 25 minutes. And 50-45 a guy like Petr Yan. Petr Yan's coming back hungry. Petr Yan is coming back hungry. He knows this might be the last opportunity for him to fight for the title. So I would not count Petr Yan out. He's a very good master of boxing. He's got good wrestling defense. Can he keep it up? Can he keep it up? Can he stuff Merab's shots? And right after he stuffs them, get on Merab. Get on him and come out and start getting busy right away and start backing Merab up. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to it.
Welch finishes by saying Yan is starving for another shot at gold and that Merab is a once-in-a-generation fighter with inhuman pace. He cites the 49 strikes Merab landed in their 25-minute war and says the key to this rematch is simple. Can Yan stuff the takedown counter on instinct and flip the pressure back onto the machine that almost broke him the first time? Stay right where you are, because the deeper we go, the clearer one terrifying truth appears. This rematch isn't just a fight, it's a collision of inevitabilities.